Hi, and we'll move right now to the basic engine. The engine provides the power to drive the wheels of the vehicle. All automobile engines, both gasoline and diesel, are classified as internal combustion engines because the combustion or burning that creates energy takes place inside the engine. Combustion is the burning of an air and fuel mixture. As a result of a combustion, large amounts of pressure are generated in the engine. This pressure or energy is used to power the car. The engine must be built strong enough to hold the pressure and temperatures formed by combustion. Diesel engines have been around a long time and are mostly found in big heavy-duty trucks. However, they are also used in some pickup trucks. Although the construction of a gasoline and diesel engines is similar, their operation is quite different. A gasoline engine relies on a mixture of fuel and air that is ignited by a spark to produce power. A diesel engine also uses fuel and air, but it doesn't need a spark to cause ignition. A diesel engine is often called a compression ignition engine. This is because its incoming air is tightly compressed, which greatly raises its temperature. The fuel is then injected into the compressed air, and the heat of the compressed air ignites the fuel and combustion takes place. Let's move to discuss the engine parts. We have the cylinder block. The biggest part of the engine is the cylinder block, which is also called an engine block. The cylinder block is a large casting of metal, cast iron or aluminum that is drilled with holes to allow for the passage of lubricants and coolant through the block and provide spaces for movement of mechanical parts. The block contains the cylinders, which are round passageways fitted with the pistons. The block houses or holds the major mechanical parts of the engine. Another important part is the cylinder head. The cylinder head fits on top of the cylinder block to close off and seal the top of the cylinders. The combustion chambers is an area into which the air-fuel mixture is compressed and burned. The cylinder head contains all or most of the combustion chamber. The cylinder head also contains ports, which are passageways through which the air-fuel mixture enters and burned gases exit the cylinder. A cylinder head can be made of cast iron or aluminum. Also, let's discuss right now the piston. The burning of air and fuel takes place between the cylinder head and the top of the piston. The piston is a can-shaped part closely fitted inside the cylinder. In a 4-stroke cycle engine, the piston moves through 4 different movements or strokes to complete one cycle. These 4 are the intake, compression, power, and exhaust strokes. On the intake stroke, the piston moves downward and charge of air-fuel mixture is introduced into the cylinder. As the piston travels upward, the air-fuel mixture is compressed in preparation for burning. Just before the piston reaches the top of the cylinder, ignition occurs and combustion starts. The pressure of expanding gases forces the piston downward on its power stroke. When it moves upward again, the piston is on exhaust stroke. During the exhaust stroke, the piston pushes the burned gases out of the cylinder. Another part of the engine is the connecting rods and the crankshaft. The reciprocating motion of the pistons must be converted to rotary motion before it can drive the wheels of the vehicles. This conversion is achieved by linking the piston to crankshaft with a connecting rod. As the piston is pushed down on the power stroke, the connecting rod pushes on the crankshaft, causing it to rotate. The end of the crankshaft is connected to the transmission to continue the power flow through the drivetrain and to the wheels. So we have the valve train. A valve train is a series of parts used to open and close the intake and exhaust ports. A valve is a movable part that opens and closes passageway. A camshaft controls the movement of the valves. causing them to open and close at the proper time. Springs are used to help close the valves. Also, we have the manifolds. A manifold is a metal ductwork assembly used to direct the flow of gases to or from the combustion chambers. Two separate manifolds are attached to the cylinder head. The intake manifold delivers a mixture of air and fuel to the intake ports. The exhaust manifold mounts over the exhaust ports and carries exhaust gases away from the cylinders.